Shalom. A shalom to the nation of Israel. First and foremost, before I get into my lesson, I want to start off giving all praises unto Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, Bahasham, Rakah, Chodash. Double honors to the apostles and elders out of great millstone that teach and rule well today. And citation also to the fellow laborers that's in the ministry and the believers that scattered worldwide, that's in the faith, and exalt the names of Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, in all truth and sincerity, day in and day out. Shalom. Okay, once again, doing a quick lesson, and this message goes out, or these videos goes out to you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, which we are the true biblical Hebrew Israelites according to the Bible. And also to the Israelite foreigners that scattered amongst the heathen nations and that may take on the typical look of another nation. But if your bloodline goes back to Negro, Latino, or Native American descent by the seed of your father, you are considered an Israelite as well. Shalom. So basically, I'm just going to get into a quick lesson touching on this video, okay, which you can see is off one of the beloved brothers, up-and-coming elder Karat from the GMS Vegas branch. Okay, which you can see his channel is GMS Vegas Sit Downs 144K. Okay, and you see the title he gave it is The Spirit of Egypt, America is demoralized. Okay, because we're in a time, okay, of this place downfall, man. Okay, America, which is being ruled by the biblical Edomites, the so-called white race. And through their rulership, especially primary here in America, they stronghold. You seeing the morals of the people, man. the state of the people, the mind frame of the people, man. Okay, these people are just gone. Okay, and that's why America in the Bible is known as, chiefly known as Babylon the Great. Okay, which the word Babylon in the Hebrew, Baal, meaning confusion. And that's what America has produced throughout the years when it comes to the people, these citizens, man. Okay, how they live their life. Okay, a lot of these people, okay, are generally, okay, just not only just our nation, Negro, Latino, Native American, but all these heathen nations that's over here in America, they trust in the system. They trust in the American dream. Okay, whatever America push, they for it. Okay, but now we coming to the time of America fall. Okay, you starting to see inflation, job losses. Okay, the morals of the people at an all-time low. Like I say, the lifestyle that they living, do as thou will. Okay, the people not willing to stand up and be proud to be an American. Okay, because now this place is coming to the point of exposure. Who running this place, man? When it comes to the elites, on down to the lesser luminary ones. When it comes to these government officials, a lot of people don't trust the government anymore, as this place is being exposed. Okay, and more, this government is at the point of taking you Americans' citizenship when it comes to your rights away, as they want to push more of these strict legislations. So this video that I'm gonna play, like I say, which is off the up-and-coming elder Karat page, going into these individuals talking about the patriot of America, okay, which, meaning, being a proud American, standing up for American standards, okay, as America boasts itself above many other countries, okay, but now to the point that a lot of American citizens don't trust in this place and starting to see the downfall of this place, man. And that's where it's headed to, a fall, man. So let me go ahead and play this video, and I'm gonna get some scriptures, and I pray that this lesson be edifying.
A new poll revealing American priorities that once defined the nation, such as patriotism, faith, and hard work, unfortunately, are on the decline. Today, only 38% of Americans think patriotism is very important. That's down from 70% in 1998. As for religion and hard work, similar stories. So what's driving down these core values? Let's bring in our panel. In the back, on the far left, we have Matthew Cairo, a campus reform correspondent and Long Island University Post student. We have Daniel E. Friends, a campus reform correspondent at Syracuse University, is a student, and Michael Matos, a Coast Guard veteran. In the front row on the left, we have Sergeant Mika Nugent, a Marine Corps veteran, and Megan Dishman, a New York mother, a child who is 8 months old, 5 months old. Congratulations. And Michael's also a father to a 4-year-old in the back. Well, thank y'all all for being with us. I know y'all talked to the producers, and I was reading everything that y'all said because these numbers are pretty shocking, aren't they? Back in 1998, 70% thought that patriotism was very important. Now it's 38%. Matthew, in the back, how do you feel about that? Are you shocked?
Yeah, I'm not shocked that it's only 38%
Why?
of patriots, because on college campus, we see this happening every single day. Mm-hmm. Me personally, I was raised to grow up and love my country and love the freedoms that it gives me. But my peers, I can't say the same thing. They don't value American values like we do. At Leadership Institute's Campus Reform, we've been reporting on stories like this, where free speech codes and free speech zones are causing students to feel the need to censor themselves. And it just goes to show that they don't value freedom anymore, and the education system isn't teaching us this.
Well, Daniel, I see you shaking your head. Is it because people are too scared to stand up for what they really believe because they're scared they're going to offend someone?
Well, I would say it's mainly because of the academic institutions. From like K to 12 and even in college, I'm in Syracuse University. Mm-hmm. Professors have been telling students to not like their country, to not like their country. And, when students talk about their nation, is either to demean the United States, to degrade the United States. And so if somebody's way more patriotic, they're not going to stand up and they're not going to speak out in the classroom or on social media.
Right. You said you're not surprised that your generation is depressed and isolated. Why?
Well, because the poll says it all. Rates of depression are naturally up because we don't have our communities anymore. Mm-hmm. We're not proud to be in this nation anymore. We don't look forward to having children. In Syracuse University, I can speak to the student culture there. I'm talking to my friends all the time, and I ask them, "Hey, when do you want to have a family?" And usually they scoff at that question. They say, "When I'm 30, I'm going to travel the world." But family, religion, patriotism, those are the core values that give Americans around the world.
And I'm gonna have to interject, because this place is, look how this place is being run, man. Okay, people don't want to have family here. Okay, look what they're pushing towards the children. Okay, that all type of wickedness, man, that's being pushed in these school systems. Okay, look at all the violence that have been grown over the years, man, here in America. Okay, like you say, individuals, majority of them, when you think about a family, which is a blessing, okay, for men, okay, but when you look into the society, okay, you got to worry about, like I said, what kids being taught now in school, or them being kidnapped, okay, all type of madness, man, okay, and they mentioned the community, okay, and the community is through, okay, especially when it comes to the hoods, okay, where Jake, where Negroes, Latinos, Native Americans reside at, okay, and more, even to these other nations that's over here living comfortably they starting to see the struggles, man. Okay? Because this place is on a rapid decline, man. Due to the people that's in rulership, what they pushing, what they're introducing through the society by the way of social media, okay? And like they say, if you want to make a stance to speak out against all the wickedness that this place is upholding, okay, then they come with the hate speech, extremists, taking more people's rights the way to speak, the freedom of speak, okay, freedom of speech as they call it, okay, and more people starting to see that America is not a just country, as people are witnessing now how this place known for going throughout different other countries with their military, okay, raiding, okay, and taking their resources. And so now people starting to see that they not willing to stand up and fight for America or claim to be want to be American citizens. And on the other hand, you still got people willing to think that America is the right way to go. And those individuals just as blind as ever, man. Thinking that this place is some type of beneficial or have some type of value for them. But more and more is showing that this place, once again, is on a rapid decline, on a fall, man. And that's biblical prophecy. And as we about to witness the time of coming of civil unrest, and also the approaching of the Third World War, the coming of this place, financial system crashing. So we at the point of all hell breaking loose. And at the same time, these people in America, okay, the average American citizen, don't rely on this place no more. Okay? So let me continue on.
America's then and now fulfillment.
All right, Sergeant Nugent, how do you feel about this? Because you are fighting for our country. You're a Marine Corps veteran, or you did fight for our country. You talked a little bit about that in your interview with the producers, and you also talked about the birth rate. Why aren't people wanting to start families?
I think that because there's more education opportunities for females nowadays, they're more interested in following high-profile careers rather than starting families. So
because it's expensive to have a family, you want to have the money in the bank?
I think that it's both expensive, but at the same time, we're very interested in gender equality. So we want to reach high-profile jobs, but to do that, we need to be, we have to have the same amount of time that we can put through our jobs as males. And if we're having children, then we're not going to be maybe up for that promotion that a male would be if, because they're not getting, bearing children.
Right.
Yeah. And once again, America has stirred these American women in the wrong direction, man. Okay, because natural role of a woman is to bear the man children, okay, and to be a nursing to the family, okay, by being that support, okay. But now, here in America, this society, they teaching women that they're equal to men or they're better than men, okay. Women have more opportunity to seek that career, okay, to be the breadwinner. Okay, and then now to the point that a lot of these women are not looking for men. They're all about themselves, okay? Or they trust in this government. A lot of these women are looking for to have children. And if those do have children, you see the outcome. A lot of it, these women that have multiple children are from different men. 'Cause America push that, women can do whatever they want. They can sleep with whoever they want. So a lot of these children that's being born, okay, by these women, they look at it as most of it is a mistake. Okay, it just happened. Okay, they really didn't just get in a relationship and plan it. Okay, to have a family with their husband. Okay, they just want to go out and whore around as they have the opportunity or the liberty as they say, okay, here in America to do so. Okay, they can go about and party. Okay, and if they do end up pregnant, they got the choice. Okay, to the choice when it comes to the children, if they want it or not. Okay, these women are given much liberty here in America and being set upon a pedestal, man, to the point that these women feel like, okay, they all about themselves and they don't need men. We got this government, we got this system that we can trust in, to the point they don't even want to bear children. They don't want to have families, man. They want to seek their career. And that's where you're starting to see more and more of a decline of a kingdom. We're more to the point that women have more rulership or authority over men, which is totally against the scriptures. And that Yahweh Shem Yahushua, the God of the Bible, the creator, is against, man, that despise. So that's why one of the many reasons of America, this place going down, man. These women want to join into the military, okay, and feel like they're stronger than men or better, okay, or equal, as they say. But we're going to see, as we're at the point of all hell breaking loose and this society crashing, man. Let me continue on.
I think that it's that, and also I think that women nowadays, which is not a bad thing, but we're very focused on our needs and our achievements rather than the needs of the community and creating, a family and raising children. So it's more of like the needs of the few compared to the needs of the many. And again, it's not a bad thing. It's definitely changing the course of society because everybody has their own goals, in mind now, rather than, let's raise a family, let's, like America.
And that's the pride of this place, man. Okay, you see the pride on her. Here, she contradicting herself, saying that, women want to have children, but they need to focus on their own needs. And there's nothing wrong with that. Okay, but at the same time, the whole question of what they're going about is why women, basically need to be women and have children. Okay, to make a better community. Okay, but like she said, man, women want to focus on themselves, their own needs. They ain't got time for no family, for no children. Okay, as they make mention, also things are getting more expensive. Now it take more than one job to feed a family. As more as this place coming to the point of inflation and things going up, prices going up, job losses, poverty. Let me continue on.
Household.
All right, Michael, let me get to you because what I'm hearing a lot, and my generation's the same way, is back when you talk to our grandparents, it was putting others first. It was about putting your country first. It was about putting your God first, your family first. It wasn't focused on ourselves. It wasn't a selfish ideology. But now what I'm hearing is it's all about what's best for me, and I don't want to have kids, or I don't want to go to church because I don't want to focus on God. It's all about me.
So essentially, I think we as a country need to embrace and believe in the country that we live in currently. I think this poll is a good opportunity for us to do some self-reflection. If we're having the results that we have where people are having lower rates of feeling patriotic, we need to look at why that is. Not so much to condemn them, but take the opportunity and see what kind of weaknesses or failures we've had as a country and build upon that. But we can only do that if we come together as a community. And people need to be more about how can I help my fellow neighbor.
And see, and that's what majority of these Americans also believe. That all here in America, they push everybody should be as one. But that never been the ideal. Okay, that never been the standard, man. Okay, because first of all, they talk about religious belief. When it comes to the God of the Bible, okay, the power of Israel, Yahweh Shem Yahushua, he always dealt with division. Okay, separation, man. Okay, so that's one of the reasons why this place ain't going to unify together when it comes to nations. Okay? And on top of that, look at all the wickedness that this place uphold and push, man. Okay, because Yahweh Shem Yahushua is not with this place. as they got the saying, God bless America. Okay, yeah, Esau can say that. Okay, because the Lord gave him the rulership of the earth. Okay, and set him up to be the example of wickedness. But now we starting to see the true intents of what the God of the Bible had for this place, man, due to his wickedness. And that's judgment. Okay? So ain't no talking about coming together to make America a better place. Yahweh Shema Shai already have it ordained that this place about to be destroyed, man. Okay? Especially how it was set up, how America was set up, and how it was got its glory. Okay, by the shame of the history of the Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans being enslaved, and how this country was built off our ancestors, and still to this day, the bloodshed, man, and the hard labor. Okay, still to this day, who at the forefront when it comes to the labor field, Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. Okay, and the scripture says that they make no count of our labors, man. Okay, when it comes to these elites, on down to this government. But you still here in 2023, a lot of our people trust in this place when it comes to you Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. But Yahweh Shema Shai is all about separation. So ain't gonna be no unification or unified, all nations come as one here in America. It never been that way. It never gonna be. And that's what these people about to find out in the near future.
More and less about how can I help myself.
Yeah, Megan, you have a problem with people who complain about America, right?
Not a problem, but I think we could more easily focus on the shared freedoms that we have.
While you in your right mind, why shouldn't you complain about this place? Look what this place uphold. Like I said, look at the history. Look what they want to push in the near future. When it comes to Esau, Edom, of these elites, through their agenda, their NWO, as they're in the working of doing that now. Okay, through their technology, their witchcraft, which all ties back into Satanism, under the spiritual demon Satan. And that's why you start to see people now complaining. And that's why you starting to see other countries complaining when it comes to America and how they're ready to wage war against this place. Because all of it is biblical prophecy. Okay, leading to this place exposure, shame, and eventually this place downfall.
Have as a way to improve our country together.
So you think people that are ungrateful need to reflect on what their lives could look like in another country where we don't have those freedoms?
I think we could, yes. I also look at the sharp decline in religion on the poll as something.
And people starting to reflect like these other countries, man, that once took other ways of America. America has been that influence throughout years, man. And now these countries starting to see it doesn't work for them. And all the fingers point towards America is the reason. It's the big problem in the world today, in the earth. And now when you talk about it, like they say these other countries, they criticize America for all the wickedness that is being pushed. And she's talking about some, those that live it over there in the third world country should reflect and see how much it better is here in America than their country. But now these other countries starting to see the ways of America is not it. Okay? They starting to see better off going the way that we always know to when it comes to nature or practice religious belief, which a lot of these other countries, they don't follow the ways of Yahweh Shema Shai or the law, statutes, and commandment, which is upright. Okay, they got their own gods, which are false. Their own hedonistic customs. But to a certain extent, they still have a certain mind frame when it comes to the natural way of living and what's right and wrong. Okay, compared to what's here in America. Because over here in America, anything goes. Okay, that's why now you're starting to see a lot of these countries buck up, man, against America diplomacy. They politicians, as they want to go and push on these other countries, man.
That I think answers a lot of the questions that we're seeing. If you're acting with the sacrificial love of Christ, then you're not seeing as much tolerance decline, family decline, lack of community.
And that's where they got the misunderstanding as well. When it comes to who the world calls Christ, which we know his name is Yahweh Shai. Because here in America, primarily here in America, Christianity, okay, is got the world drunken, thinking that the God of the Bible loves everybody, or he sent his son, okay, who the world called Christ, to die for everybody, that he gonna accept everybody. Okay, that's far from the truth. Because you come to the understanding, the God of the Bible, Yahweh, when he sent his son, Yahweh Shai, he only came from one nation, the nation of Israel, okay? The chosen people that the Lord Yahweh set up for himself, which happened to be us, the Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. And that truth is starting to come out. Okay, one of the reasons why this place is going down, man. And all the lies are being, all the lies that have been swept under the rug start to come to the forefront by the way of the internet, by the way of the prophets. Okay, the truth, you can't hide the truth anymore, man. The truth is truth. So these people had the wrong concept when it comes to the God of the Bible and his son. Another reason why ultimately Yahweh Shai Shai bringing destruction to this place, America, for all the lies they have pushed, man. Pushing that the Lord is the so-called white man. God is the so-called white man. The angels are white. The children of Israel are white. That's far from the truth, man. And that's why they starting to see. Okay, another reason why they're going to come after the prophets. Another reason why they're going to more and more come after the Hebrew Israelites in the form of the teaching of the truth of this word. Because that white supremacy ain't working no more. That Christianity, white supremacy Christianity, ain't working no more. Right along with the rest of these false doctrines or religions, which the word religion means to worship. Okay? The truth, the word of Yahweh Shai Shai, is triumphing over all that, man. Until what we have today. When it comes to prophecy, eventually that this place is coming to its downfall. Okay, and these individuals on this panel, all they looking for is hope. And the only ones that's going to be delivered out of the destruction that's coming to this place is the elect of the nation of Israel, of Negroes, Latinos, and Native American descent. Okay? Not all nations. Because even 2/3 of our people is going to be judged, man. But let me go ahead and finish this video, and I'm going to get some scriptures.
The engagement, but you will see things like the rise in the love of money.
All right, y'all, thank you so much.
Let me read this real quick. And the brother put up there dematerialize, okay? And you see definition number 1, cause someone to lose confidence or hope, dispirit, okay? So more and more as this place going towards its downfall, you starting to see that American dream circling the drain, man. These people don't have no hope here in this country no more. That's why now you're starting to see people, want to take matters in their own hand, okay? They don't trust in the system, the jobs, as these things are declining. Okay, they starting to see more and more of the unfair, how this government presents itself. So you starting to see people losing hope, not having confidence in this place. Okay? And that's part of prophecy, man. The vision. Okay, this place is heading for its downfall, man. Hey, we coming to the time of civil unrest. All hell breaking loose. Within right here in America. Okay, because this government had to deal with the American citizens when they finally got to tell them that, hey, this place is at the point of a crash. They know the reaction of that. Okay? And you got American governments, which they don't give a damn about these citizens. Okay, but they still got to deal with them. Okay, with these issues that's at hand. But on the other hand, too, you got other countries that's leaving off from the ways of America, especially when it comes to this dollar, the financial way. Other countries ready to come against this place, man. Okay, when it comes to war. So they got it. So America got it bad on all sides, man. And that's the spirit of Yahweh Shem Yahushua. So I'm going to go ahead and get Jeremiah chapter 51, verse 7. And it says, Babylon had been a golden cup in the Lord's hand. Okay? And this is going into America. Because when you look into the Bible, you ain't going to see the physical word or the physical term today, America, in the Bible. It's symbolic, okay, under different kingdoms. Okay, when it came to ancient kingdoms. America, okay, which Babylon is being one. Okay, this is the spiritual Babylon. Okay, confusion. And Egypt as well. Which the Greek word Egypt mean bondage. And this place is known to be the bondage or the captivity of the Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. The enslavement that happened over here. And still to this day. In which we are the Israelites. As we know that in ancient Egypt, who was captives? The Israelites during that time. Okay, which at that time, the Pharaoh was Hamites, or the Egyptians that was ruling were Hamites. But in this time, Esau, Edom, as they take on the same customs of ancient Egypt. Okay? So America spiritually is in the scriptures. And we seeing that now. And it says, Babylon had been the golden cup in the Lord's hand that made all the earth drunken. The nations had drunken of her wine. Therefore, the nations are mad. Oh, yeah, because once upon a time, we're still to a certain extent today, America has been that beacon of light to all the nations. The trendsetter, okay, the influence, okay, that wine going into their philosophies, okay, their democracy, their policies, what they push by the way of the TV, by the way of their military, the influence by the way of their financial system, that these people, when it comes to these other nations, have gravitate to. Okay? And now you're starting to see all type of wickedness being pushed as these nations at once drunk on the wine of America. Because down there, when you start to see a lot of these other countries, they got the same structure as America. They follow the same morals, man. The same type of lifestyle. The same way as they once, push their economy or their financial system by physical money. By, the dollar bill. But now we're in the time that all these nations are moving towards a cashless society. And we know the elites are at the head of that. And those that's in league with them when it comes to these heathens. Okay, as they want to bring a new digital system, a digital currency, which that lines up to Revelation chapter 13, verse 16, that mark of the beast, that MOTB, okay, that micro, CHIP. And once that's introduced, you're really going to see how this world going to come to the point of an uproar. And you're going to have a lot of people against it, and you're going to have a lot of people that's going to submit. Okay? That's the times that we're headed into. And it says, Babylon is suddenly fallen and destroyed. How for her? Take balm for her pain. If so be, she may be healed. And the balm represent a healing ointment. And, okay? And it says, We will have healed Babylon, but she is not healed. So this place is not going to be healed, man. It done had its peak of glory. Now it's coming to its downfall, man. And you starting to see that by the citizens, the people, the mind frame of the people. That they're not trusting in this place no more. They're not willing to fight for this country anymore. And it says, because they're starting to see how all these times, how the government basically shit on Americans for years, man. Especially the Negro, Latino, Native Americans. And now all of a sudden, now they talking about reparations. And you know, which that's going to be a failed attempt. Because this place ain't got no money to give. Hey, the Americans, about hitting $200 trillion in debt? So the dollar is losing its value as majority of people, especially you Negroes, talking about some reparations. And you already know what that's going to lead to as they move towards a cashless society. And it says, we will have healed Babylon, but she is not healed. Forsake her, let us go every one into his own country. For her judgment reacheth to heaven, and is lifted up even unto the skies. Okay, so this place is at the point of no return when it comes to this place being glorified or being one upon a time, okay, being that great country, okay, to influence and that America is the way of life. Okay, it ain't never been great for you Negro, Latinos, Native Americans. Hey, this is our captivity. This place was set up as a punishment for us through the spirit and power of Yahweh Shema Shai, the judgment of the Lord. And that Esau, Edom is our natural born enemies, man. They ain't our friend. And our people going to soon to find that out too. As we moving toward the time of Jacob's trouble, man. And these devils show their horns and they roll out they strict legislations, they martial law troops, they artillery. Okay, then our people gonna see that. Right along with the rest of these Americans, even when it comes to these heathens, they're gonna see when this place has come to the point of a totally lockdown. And we see that at the beginning of 2020 with the whole CV situation. They ain't give a damn about you Americans. Okay, they tell you to stay in your house, put a mask on. Okay, then soon they push the JEB. Okay, and then they say after all that time, then from 2020 to now, a year, 2 years, and going on 2 years since that time, the JEB ain't working. Okay, which we already know what their true intent was behind it. And now you're starting to see people are not trusting it on that alone. How that, the cause and effect of that. And many other things that America done push when it comes to false hope. So that's going to lead to more and more of this place, the downfall and division, man. Let me get this. And the brother had put it up there too. Isaiah chapter 19, verse 2. Okay, because like I say, this place is also known as Egypt, America. Okay, and it says, and I will set the Egyptians against the Egyptians, and they shall fight. Isaiah 19:2, and I will set the Egyptians against the Egyptians, and they shall fight every one against his brother, and every one against his neighbor, city against city, and kingdom against kingdom. So division, civil unrest. Okay, and you see through this system, okay, you got people that believe in the Democrats or the Republican, okay, which they both being ruled by the same government, the same people that's in power. They have you people believe in this political system that you have a right, that your vote matter. Okay? But they playing both sides, man. And pinning these citizens that's believing in this Democrat and Republican, pinning them against each other, man. Where they about to come and strip all the rights, your so-called rights away in the form of diplomacy, democracy, or Democrats or Republican. Okay? Because under the rule of martial law, none of that gonna matter. Because the military gonna take over the government. It's gonna become more of a dictatorship. But you're gonna see the reaction of that, man. And you starting to see now people, division, uproars of the people. People willing to stand up and protest and rally against their government. Different sets of groups going against each other. So that's it on that. And let me get this. So these are clear signs that America is at this point of falling. When you start to see the citizens don't even trust in the government. And how these people are towards each other. Because they talking about love. We ain't in no time of no love. Ain't no love here in America, man. All these people geared toward hatred. And they talking about in that on that platform, they talking about the community. Okay? Which that go back to a false god. Matthew chapter 12, verse 25. And it says, and Yahushua knew their thoughts and said unto them, every kingdom divided against itself is brought to desolation, and every city or house divided against itself shall not stand. If Satan cast out Satan, and we know Esau, Edom, the so-called white race, okay, according to the Bible, they are the wicked, and they are the physical counterpart of the spiritual demon Satan. Okay, look what they push, which the word Satan mean adversary. And they're contrary in the form of Esau, Edom. What they're pushing is contrary to the ways of Yahweh Shem Yahushua when it comes to the law, statutes, and commandments. Because one part of time where they say America was built off of Christian values, the Holy Bible is the law of the land, the law of the land. But you see now they true intentions. They far from that as they pushing who they true God they really believe in, as they always believe in, Satan. Okay, because that's the physical, because they are the physical counterpart of the spiritual demon Satan, and they doing the bidding of Satan on the left hand side. Okay, so now you starting to see when it comes to Esau Edom kingdom, they divided amongst each other. Show you that that's a sign that their kingdom is falling. And that done trickle down to all Americans now. Okay, the division here in this place. People the word, the vocabulary of that word, dematerialized, man. Okay, losing hope, not having confidence in this place, man. And it says, and if Satan cast out Satan, he is divided against himself. How shall then his kingdom stand? So we starting to see. Let me get this. And I'll get ready to close it. So we in that time, man, of this place collapsing and these people, losing it, man. Because America, one thing about America, how this society is set up. Okay, these Americans known to be, known to have the mind frame of being comfortability, man. Having a mind frame of being secure, not really having worries, that things are still normal, even though things getting tighter. Okay, but when it comes to the point of America hitting this flat line, okay, man, these people gonna lose it, man. This is Ecclesiastes, or the book of Sirach, chapter 10, verse 1. And it says, a wise judge will instruct his people, and the government of the prudent man is well ordered. Okay, and that show you that Esau ain't no wise judge, and he's not prudent. Look what the wickedness they're pushing. And it says, as the judge of the people is himself, so are his offers. Okay, what the government, okay, the official government officials, okay, when it comes to the presidents, okay, these senators, okay, the representatives of the government, mayors, okay, the lawmakers, the Supreme Court, all of them are a bunch of witches and warlocks, indulging all type of wickedness. And that's coming out against these governments and the heads that's, of it. How they known to be nothing but witches and warlocks, doing all type of wickedness, man. And so if they're the head and they indulging that, now you starting to see them push through their policies or how they want America to be run. And you got a lot of American citizens indulging that, man, accepting the nasty agenda, accepting do as thou will, falling into the ways of the witchcraft that America push through these government officials, the lesser luminary ones, man. And people starting to wake up to that as well. People starting to say, man, enough is enough. Show you that the Lord is in control. Because leave it up to Esau, he want to turn everybody against the ways of the Lord, or against nature itself, and self-proclaim himself as a higher power through his technology, man, through his policies. The Lord said they are unrighteous decrees. Okay, Isaiah chapter 10, verse 1. And the Lord say they are grievous, man, what Esau push and put in play and justify it. So it says, continue on, as the judge of the people is himself, so are his officers. And what manner of man the ruler of the city is, such are all they that dwell therein. Okay? Because this place don't have no type of, when it comes to detainment, when it comes to going overboard, man. Okay? When it comes to a stop sign, man, like that. Oh no, this the penalty right here. This, you done enough. Okay? Because when it comes to the law, statutes, commandments, okay, or Yahweh Shema Shah, that's written in the scriptures, okay, when it comes to laws, and if you break them, there's a certain judgment or penalty that you have to pay for, okay? But when it comes to Esau Edom laws, okay, according to, what's been broken, he judge you off his penal code, especially when it comes to you trying to be upright, okay? He's against that. But if you do all type of wickedness, he's against it. He's with that, okay, to a certain extent. Okay, and they keep certain moral laws when it comes to the laws, statute, commandments. Okay, as they have in these systems, thou shalt not, kill, okay, people, and to a certain extent, people murder each other and can get away with it, especially like majority is women, okay? But if it against Esau laws, his ways, then you gonna have the penalty. But to a certain extent, he don't give a damn. That's the point that they going at now. Everything lawless. And if you don't fall up under their agenda, what they prescribe and what they put in place, okay, then you're going to be considered as a extremist, an outcast. You deserve to be detained. And it says in verse 2, and it says that what manner of man the ruler of the city is, such are all they that dwell therein. An unwise king destroy his people, but through the prudence of them which are in authority, the city shall be inhabited. And eventually when Yahweh shall return, okay, by the way of those chariots, what the world call UFOs, the angels, he's coming back to wage war. And primarily against you Edomites, and most definitely against this place, America. Because as it prophesied, this place, America, at the time of the peak of the Third World War, in the midst of Yahweh shall return, this place is going to be destroyed by the way of thermonuclear destruction. Okay? Mainly by Russia. That's why you're starting to see Russia coming more and more with these bold statements. They're ready to wage war against America. Because we're coming to the time of prophecy of the Third World War, and eventually this place being destroyed by missiles. And after that, eventually when Yahweh shall come, deliver the elect from out of that destruction, and the kingdom is established on the earth, then when righteousness, okay, is going to be introduced to the fullest by the way of the law, statutes, commandments, through us of the nation of Israel, man, starting off with that election. Okay? And these heathen nations, starting with Edom, they're going to go into captivity up under us in the kingdom. And there ain't going to be no bucking up, rebellious, revolting. They're going to be in total subjection under the righteous authority of Yahweh Shema Shai and the nation of Israel. And it says, continue on, verse 4, the power of the earth is in the hand of the Lord, and in due time he will set over it one that is profitable. And we coming in that time. Okay? This place going down. Yahweh Shai coming back to establish his kingdom, which by default, the kingdom of Israel. And Esau, Edom, and the rest of these heathen nations going into captivity. Then when the earth is going to be back to its full strength. Because under the rulership of Esau, the earth is defiled, man. Not just here in America alone, but worldwide. And these heathens that have followed suit. And our people that, two-thirds of our people that take on that mind frame. Look at the state of the earth, man. Okay, but mainly Esau, through his technology. Them defile the whole earth, man. When it comes to the air, the water, okay, agriculture, animals, and men themselves. Everything out of order under Esau Edom and the agenda he want to push. So when Yahweh shall return to set up the kingdom, everything's going to go back in its full strength. Because righteousness is going to be on display or put forth through the spirit and power of Yahweh Shema Shai. So I'm going to go ahead and end the lesson here. And I pray that the lesson be edifying. Until the next time, I'm going to end off by giving all praises unto Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rakah Kodash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone that teach and rule well today. And salutation also to the fellow laborers that's in the ministry and the believers that scatter worldwide, that's in the faith and exalting the names of Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, and all truth and sincerity, day in and day out. Until the next time, Lord willing, Shalom to the elect. Shalom.